Jean-Baptiste Fert, welcome. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for hosting me.
You're the co-head of private debt at Tikehau Capital, and just recently in the news, you have something, you announced that something major is coming up, your planned listing in March. What's the rationale for listing an investment firm like yours?
Well, I think the first rationale is clearly to clear the group in terms of message to our investors. Having one single large listed vehicle is very easy to understand for our investors, and this vehicle is actually will have then different branches underneath, where we would have private debt, the real estate, our liquid assets, and our private equity. So it's very clear for investors. And secondly, it also gives us, it's going to be a 1.5 billion euro balance sheet that is going to be listed basically. So it gives us a strong platform to develop the group in the future.
If memory serves, you started, Tikehau Capital started not very long ago, and with assets of...
we started in 2004 with 4 million euro of assets under management, and we ended the 2016 at 10 billion. So it's been a great and amazing growth over the last 10, 12 years.
And listing the company is the intention is to fuel continued growth?
Obviously, the group, has been developing, from a very specific business model, having this, balance sheet that has always served the purpose of the group, either by funding new initiatives like, seeding private debt funds, seeding our real estate activity or our liquid funds activity, but also it also gives us the ability to actually grow by external acquisition. We just recently announced the acquisition of the UK Lixor leverage loan business. That's a 700 million euro AUM addition to our leverage loan, which actually has been funded by our balance sheet. So it's a great way also to develop the group.
You specifically are co-head of the private debt activity. Could you give me an overview of that activity in terms of assets, in terms of sector or geography presence?
So the private debt is about 5 billion euro. It's about half of the AUM of the group. It's a 20-people group. We have actually 4 offices, so we actually act from Paris, London, Brussels, and Milan. It's very important for us to be seen as a European business, but to be able to act locally. Mm-hmm. In terms of businesses, we actually have 3 main businesses. We have a leverage loan business, which is about 2.2 billion euro. We have a French corporate business, mainly on the the 2 funds Novo and Novi, which is actually around 600-700 million euro, and the balance of that is what we call direct lending. Our direct lending business could be anything between senior debt, unitranche, MEZ, PIK. That's the type of business we do.
When you come at an event like IPM, like this one, for instance, what do you put forward as a differentiating factor versus other players in the industry?
I think one of our best differentiating factor is clearly our ability to be independent. The group is still owned very largely by its founders and its managers, so that's very very important for us. We are independent from any large group, and that's key when it comes to investing, taking decisions, to be able to do that ourselves. 2, I think our balance sheet is one of our greatest assets. Basically, being able to actually put money alongside our LPs into our strategies is key for them. To make sure that 1, we have skin in the game, and 2, our interests are well aligned with those LPs, and that's key. That's been proven key, in the past, in the relationship with those LPs. So,
what's lying ahead for Tikehau Capital and for private debt in 2017? What's the environment looking like? What are you looking forward to this year, and maybe this year and in the coming years?
Yeah, I think we've even in the private debt, the group has grown a lot, but the private debt business has grown a lot as well. We raised our last fund, Tikehau Direct Lending 3, at 610 million euro last year. Actually, this fund is already like 70% invested, so we will be looking at raising a new fund, obviously, and so the private debt business is developing a lot, not only on the direct lending, but the leverage loan and our corporate debt as well. Business are developing, and they're all very important for us. And in terms of the sector, the sector has grown a lot. Many new actors, many new entrants. mostly I think the leverage loan type of business has grown a lot in the whole private debt. I think we will look also to continue, do good deals in Europe, not only a focus on France. We still are a European fund, so clearly, focus on Italy, Spain, the Benelux regions as well. For us, will be our key markets.
Where you're very much European, are you looking to Asia? Are you looking to North America? I know that one of your new shareholders, is the Temasek, the Sovereign Wealth Fund. Asia, North America, are you looking to find investors there? Are you looking to invest there? What's your development plan?
Clearly. So we have an office in Singapore. We might at some point have a presence in North America. Clearly, for us, it's important to be present in those two markets, which are very large market when it comes to finance. Our Singapore office, as of today, is still very much an office where to install our presence in Asia and to get to know investors and make good contacts and make sure we are in the environment over there, and we might have some clearly some investment there at some point, either on the liquid side or on the private side. And for the US, clearly when we would go there, it would be to replicate the same type of strategy, make sure we are close to our investors, and at some point also, have some investment capabilities.
We've seen some Asian representatives here at the IPEM 2017. What does this event mean for you?
Well, I think it means a lot. It's a great event and a great situation. I think for us, it's a good occasion to get out of our day-to-day job and get to meet people, or even the people we know, but get with each other and spend some time, maybe in a more relaxed environment, and try to think about the future and what could we do together, basically, at the end of the day.
Jean-Baptiste Féat, you're the co-head of private debt at Tikehau Capital. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.